All right, next up on my list of San Diego Comic-Con videos to react to is the first trailer for Ready Player One, one of the next movies from Steven Spielberg. It's actually based on a book, Ready Player One, by Ernest Cline, who I think actually co-wrote the screenplay version for the movie. And I've read a good chunk of that book, Ready Player One, and it's really good. It's really, really good. And, you know, it's about this, it's set in this, like, dystopian future where everybody's pretty much just plugged into, like, virtual reality stuff. And this one, especially this one character who's, like, the main character in the book, who's, like, he's really obsessed with, like, 80s nostalgia, you know, movies, TV shows, and like pretty much pop culture from the 80s. And hey, who better to adapt that to the big screen than the guy who pretty much made his entire career in the 80s? Well, not made his entire career, but like his career pretty much is, without the 80s, his career wouldn't be what it is today. And that's Steven Spielberg. Because a lot of the movies that he made in the 80s pretty much made him who he is today in Hollywood, as like one of the probably the biggest filmmaker and most successful filmmaker of all time. So, anyway, let's check out the first trailer for his upcoming movie, Ready Player One.
In 2045, there's nowhere left to go. Nowhere except the oasis. I was born in 2025. But I wish I'd grown up in the 1980s. Like all my heroes. I live here in Columbus, Ohio. In 2045, it's still ranked the fastest growing city on Earth. But it sure doesn't seem like it when you live in the stacks. They called our generation the missing millions. Missing not because we went anywhere. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere except the oasis. It's the only place that feels like I mean anything. A world where the limits of reality are your own imagination.
The Iron Giant! Was that a DeLorean? Yeah. Freddy Krueger!
Monday warrior, me try. Today's Tom Sawyer, me cry.
It's hard. DeLorean! Ah! Whoa. Oh my god, that looks amazing. And right from the jump, like from the first few shots of the trailer of the main character played by Ty Sheridan in this, like the first few shots of like all the like cars and stuff like stacked on top of each other, that's like straight out of the books. Like that's like exactly how I imagined it looked in the book. And oh my god, and when he goes inside his little hideout and puts on the VR helmet, like all of that is exactly how I pictured it would look like in the both in the book and hopefully in the movie. And oh my god. And just looking at all the little Easter eggs and stuff that he puts in there, it's just, oh my god. There's like the Iron Giant. I think the the one with the swords. I think that was Link from Legend of Zelda. I saw Freddy Krueger in there. Like, this movie looks like it's chock full of 80s references, just like in the book. I mean, I know that I heard that Spielberg doesn't want that to be a huge focus in the movie, and he wants to focus more on like the virtual reality stuff, and that's totally fine. But like, as long as he still keeps the 80s references in there, although he did say that he's not going to make any references to his movies, which I get that. He's not going to make references to like E.T. or Indiana Jones or anything like that. But he can make references to movies that he produced, like Gremlins, Back to the Future, because you saw the DeLorean in there, Goonies probably even. So he can make references to movies that he produced, but he can't. But he's not going to do references to movies that he directed himself, because he didn't make Back to the Future and Gremlins and Goonies. That was Joe Dante, Robert Zemeckis, and Richard Donner. But Spielberg produced those movies. So, hey, loophole. But, yeah, oh my God, that movie looks amazing. Amazing. It's not actually his next movie. His next movie, I think, is going to be called The Post. It's about when a group of reporters that release the whole information about the Watergate scandal during the 1970s. Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep is in it, and I think that's coming out in December. This comes out in March, I think around like March or like summer of next year. And oh my God, if I wasn't excited for it already, I am hyped for it now. Like, this easily just became my most anticipated movie of next year. Like, probably even more than Infinity War, because, I mean, I haven't seen the footage from that yet. But okay, probably this and Avengers Infinity War are my two most anticipated movies of next year. Oh my God, this looks incredible. Oh man. So let me know what you thought of the trailer for Ready Player One in the comments down below. And also let me know if you read the book and what are your favorite movies from Steven Spielberg. And as always, if you like what you saw here, feel free to click that thumbs up button, share this video with your friends, and if you haven't done so yet, subscribe if you want. But hey, until next time, I'm Marc Aquino. Thank you all so much for watching. That's 2 down, 2 more to go in my San Diego Comic-Con video reaction series. And I'll see you next time.
Subscribe!